If you're thinking about becoming a travel agent, or maybe you're a travel agent that started out and now you're trying to grow your business, you need to watch this video. Today, we're going to talk with a successful travel agent about a day in the life of a successful agent and what it takes to run and grow your travel business. Welcome to Travel Agent TV. I'm Pat Miller, your host here, and we are powered by the Hub Social Network, the place on the internet where agents and suppliers are collaborating together under one roof. You're here on the YouTube channel, so while you're here, you might as well click that subscribe button. That way we can get you all of the great information that we're preparing for agents, by agents, to make your life just a little bit better. On the show today, we welcome Tanya Murphy, Destination Director for TripsAlive.com. Tanya, it's great to see you today, and it seems like everybody wants to be a travel agent nowadays. You ever get that vibe?
Absolutely. And I think there's a lot of great reasons why that career is coming back from maybe what it used to be. So it's exciting to see more and more people wanting to get into this business. It's a great place to be.
And it sounds so exciting, and everybody wants to do it, but there are a lot of misconceptions about what the job is. So let's start there. What is the job of being a travel agent?
Sure. So I think everybody knows we plan and book vacations for people, right? We send them to all kinds of wonderful places. But the role of the travel advisor has really changed to just that of an advisor more than an agent. Way back in the day, travel agent used to be kind of the only way that you would book a trip. So it was kind of a transactional relationship. Nowadays, it's really more about getting to know the client, what their travel style is, how they like to do things. Are they a foodie? And really match them with the exact right experience. That's the core job of a travel advisor nowadays.
So how is that different, do you think, or do you hear, than people think their job is going to be if they become a travel advisor?
Right. So the funny answer to that is everybody thinks that the job of a travel advisor is this super glamorous jet-setting lifestyle that we're just always wandering around all over the place, enjoying great things. And we're somewhat to blame for that because we're always out there posting our beautiful pictures to inspire people to travel. But the job is really a lot bigger than that. What a lot of travel agents, I think, get a little surprised by when they first start is that they literally just became a business owner. Most of us are independent contractors. It's true that some people are W-2 employees, but even if you're working for someone else's agency, chances are you're an independent contractor. That means you just started a small business. So congratulations, but that means you're going to wear a lot more hats than just the I plan trips for people hat. You're going to have to wear the marketing hat. You're going to have to wear the accounting hat. You're going to have a way to get yourself out there. And that's really the biggest part of the job. Sitting in front of a client, helping them plan an amazing trip, that's kind of the easy part. The question is, how do you get that client in the chair in front of you, right? That's really the bigger part of the job.
Well, business. We'll talk about business in a second, but hold on a second. I'm in it for the free travel. Are you saying that fam trips and free travel, is that not part of the deal? I was told that there would be free trips. What's the story here?
Right. So there needs to be a little reality check on that. So free travel can happen, but it is earned. So you absolutely can earn a bunch of free nights at a certain resort or a place, but it's going to be because you sold a bunch of their stuff. And when it comes to fam trips are awesome. Trust me, they're way better than the corporate business travel I used to do. But a fam trip is a learning opportunity. So a fam trip is going to be, it might be free, but chances are you'll have to pay a little bit of money because it's going to be either in whole or in part sponsored by, let's say, a resort chain or a cruise line or a tourism board of a certain destination. And they're going to expect something of you in return for that free or reduced cost travel. And what that looks like is you might spend the daytime hours touring properties and looking at different room types. You might spend some time in a conference room with their sales staff, learning about their product, learning about the destination, learning about where they feel they fit in the marketplace. So it's a work trip. Now, don't get me wrong. It's the best work trip I've ever had. And at the end of the day, you can sit in that pool with that cocktail, but you're going to work.
And Educate me because I've never been on a fam trip. If I was just starting a business, that's a strategy we should pursue. And what's the difference between going and talking to a chef or a restaurant manager or a hotel manager or seeing the rooms in person rather than just looking it up online and passing it along to a client?
Right. I truly believe that the fam trip is the investment you make in your business. I would advise any new travel advisor to do as many fam trips as they can afford early on. It doesn't cost much money to get in this business, so that's where you make your investment. And the difference is, I mean, first of all, who wants a travel agent who doesn't travel? If people don't see you out there traveling and going and seeing these places so that you can put yourself out there as an expert, it's going to be harder for you to put yourself out there as an expert. And it's also just really great to be able to give your client little tips that they can't get online. Like, okay, when I went to this destination, I experienced this little thing that you need to know about. And you don't get that unless you actually go there.
That's great advice. And making it part of your startup costs is another brilliant way to talk about it. And you're right. I don't want a travel agent that doesn't travel. That doesn't work, right? I need
Right.
someone that's
You
been
gotta get out
someplace. All right.
Right.
So let's transition a little bit. Let's talk about the business side of running your business because the travel is attractive and hey, I want to be a part of the travel industry, but you were correct in saying you're now a small business owner. So what are some of the basic tasks that you would take on as owning your own travel agency?
Right. So when we break it down by tasks, there's certainly going to be all the tasks that are involved in planning travel. So making appointments, having those appointments, getting the proposals out, chasing down final payments, all of those things. But you also need to set aside some time for marketing. And that looks different for different agents. Some agents really like to do vendor shows in the beginning where they put a little table out and they get to talk to a large group of people, at the same time. Some people do a lot of networking events. Some people do a lot of social media advertising and social media posting and joining groups. Whatever fits your marketing style best, you're going to need to spend some time doing that. And then as a small business owner too, you don't want to drive yourself nuts at tax time. So you got to set aside time to manage your expenses and your revenue, keep track of that, keep track of your commissions, all those things that any other business owner would have to do. You'll have to set aside some time each week to do those things.
Reflecting back on your journey, what was the hardest thing for you as you booted up to having your business in that small business arena? Like, I didn't realize I'd have to do this, but it's really part of the deal.
Right. So I think I was surprised by how much administrative work there is. Sometimes I feel like a data entry expert because not only do I have to type in all my clients' information when it comes time to book something, but then I kind of have to do that all over again to record it in my CRM so that I can get paid by the agency that is paying me, which is my host or my consortia, which, you'll probably be part of something like that. So I kind of have to do double data entry, and I wasn't prepared for that. That takes a lot of time. It's a huge administrative task. And I also was a little surprised at everything that I learned about travel insurance, which is another topic for another day, but that's going to be a pretty big part of your job too, and is something you really need to learn about.
So let's break it down one more click. There's a final question. Let's talk about daily best practices. Are there things that you do every day? Like, I always check this and I do this and I do this, because we really want to get down to the nittiest of grittiest of the day in the life of a travel agent from someone that's doing a great job at it. So is there anything you can share about your daily routine that someone might learn?
Yes. And I do tend to break it down more into a weekly routine, because when you really get going, you're going to have each week, you're going to have different people in different parts of the process. You're going to have people you need to follow up with and get appointments. You're going to have people you already have appointments with that you're going to have to execute on that week. You're going to have people waiting for proposals. You're going to have people who already have proposals and you need to close them. You're going to have people that need to make final payments that week. You're going to have all kinds of people each week in each one of those points in the process. So What I like to do is just kind of batch that work and make sure that I have time each week to do all of those different things. Because when you really get going, and then you still have to save time too for marketing and networking and all those other business ownery things too.
So it can feel a little bit overwhelming. And here's where Tanya Murphy's playing 3D chess. We did this video on a day in the life of being a travel agent. The next video in our series, hacks for travel agents.
Yeah.
So it feels like you're getting overwhelmed with all of these new tasks that you have to take on. The next video in the series here on Travel Agent TV will be how you can find shortcuts and efficiencies to do your job better with less stress. Tanya Murphy, Destination Director for TripsAlive.com. Thank you so much for coming on Travel Agent TV today.
Thanks, Pat. This was really fun.